Hoorah Warriors, Jimmy Vercellino here, your very own highly motivated, truly dedicated United States Marine Corps veteran, producing branch manager, and trusted advisor specializing in VA loans. We've been together a long time, haven't we? And my mission is always going to be the same, right? To provide and assist veterans and active duty military with all of their VA home financing needs. And today I wanted to roger up with you, right? I wanted to give you that situation report and let you know exactly what's going on in the mortgage industry and how it impacts you with VA loans and in particular COVID-19, right? So the first thing that I want to tell you is it's business as usual. Business as usual, right? There's a lot of things that are going on, but mortgage lenders are still producing VA loans. VA loans are not going away, and you as the veteran or active duty service member are still going to be able to get a VA loan, and it's important that you know that. However, all right, and that's an interesting word because that's where some, kind of that new journey begins, right? However, there are some things that you need to know that could impact you as the veteran or active duty service member. And so by hanging out with me for the next few minutes, hopefully I'll be able to shed some light on some of these things that are important. So that way, when you're purchasing your home, you'll be dialed in and ready to go. All right. So the first thing that I want to ask you to do is would you mind briefly considering showing your love by hitting like and subscribing to my channel? And by all means, if you have any questions as it relates to any of this information, just make sure to comment down below and we'll make sure that I personally answer your questions for you. Okay. So the first thing that I want to say, and I said it a little bit earlier, business as usual. Okay. I reached out to some of my contacts at the Phoenix Regional Loan Center today, and here's what they told me. We're working regular hours. All right. Now, they might be working from home regular hours, but they're still working regular hours. So the show is going on, everybody. Veterans are still getting their VA loans. Now, with that being said, we need to understand the climate that we're in. Okay. And right now, mortgage lenders are rethinking some of their exposure in the low FICO or low credit score markets. And so what we're seeing right now is some of their investors or some of investors in general are losing their appetite for low credit score VA loans. So what does that mean to you? It means that if you have a lower credit score, the mortgage lender that you're working with may come back to you and say, hey, guess what? We now need your credit score to be 620 or 640 or 660 or even 680. So what does that mean? It means that if you're out right now shopping for a home loan, make sure that you roger up with your mortgage lender and make sure that your credit score is good to go with their underwriting requirements. And if it's not, you need to find a mortgage lender who is, because remember, the VA does not set the rate. The mortgage lender does. I've been sharing that with you guys for a long time, and that could vary, all right? So just make sure you know that. Now, the other thing that you need to be aware of, if you don't have a copy of your DD-214 or you can't find it, National Archives is closed, all right? Why is it important to have a copy of your DD-214 up front? Because if you don't have it, you're not closing on your mortgage loan, all right? So it's important to know that you need to find that document. All right, National Archives is closed. You're not going to be able to get a copy. And the last thing that we want you to do is be under contract right now and not be able to close on your mortgage loan because you weren't able to get a copy of your DD-214. All right, so those are some of the changes that are going on in the marketplace that you need to be aware of. The other thing that I want you to know, and this is actually good news, is that the VA appraisal process recently changed. The VA appraisers are only doing exterior inspections of the property. So no, they're no longer going inside. They're no longer looking, from ceiling to floor and making sure that the property is safe, structurally sound, and secure. Why is this important? Because some people right now are concerned about exposure, having people or individuals that they don't know walking into their home. It's just kind of an interesting time right now. So not only does it limit the exposure of people going into homes that they're uncertain about, but it also allows VA appraisers to get through VA appraisals faster, right? Which kind of limits that flow and hopefully gets you into your home sooner. Good to go. So I just want to remind everybody that the VA is still open. It's business as usual for a lot of mortgage lenders, myself included. And as I said at the very beginning of this video, my mission it remains the same, and that's to provide and assist all veterans and active duty service members with all of their VA home financing needs. If you haven't already done so, if you wouldn't mind showing your love, clicking like on this video, subscribing to my channel, so that way we could educate more veterans and active duty service members about their VA home loan benefits. My website, you'll see it down here, VALoansForVets.com. That's VALoansForVets.com. Hey, thank you, and may God bless you for your service to our great country. Semper Fi.